It's live.
Okay. Hi. Good evening, everybody. How are you? And welcome to VAC channel once again. I'm Deeksha, your host for today, and we will be practicing on IELTS as you are aware. Hi, everyone. It would be a wonderful idea if you can connect with me on the chat and ask any questions that you may have. Let me know how were the previous sessions. Did you catch the recording? Because if you could not come and attend live, did you catch the recording? How did you like it? What are your views on the same? And what topics you would like to practice on with me in the IELTS classes? Let me know that as well. So what we are going to do today is practicing the writing section, because in the last class as well, we practiced the writing. We did some questions around writing. For example, what are the types of writing? How many types of writing do we have? What are those types? What is the correct way to address the structures? How are the bands distributed among four parameters? So we would be going deep into understanding all of this, and how to generate ideas is going to be our main task today. So hi everyone, I can see some viewers who've come to live. We've just started the live classes. VAC has been a YouTube channel for a very long time, and Chakit Sharma has been doing great job behind the scenes, helping you all with your visa for study visa for countries like Australia, Canada, all of that. Yes. So today we would be doing hands-on practice on the writing and brainstorming ideas. Writing is a challenging task. Writing is a challenging module. I agree, especially for Indian writers, because we are not given that much exposure to English language while we were at school. So we only did rote learning, which was reading questions, learning answers, and when I teach IELTS today, and when I cover topics like models, gerunds, cleft structures, students are unaware of the technical terms. Although you may be using it, but you're unaware of the technical terms. However, when we start writing the essay, we have to work on the technicalities, right? If I tell you your answer for scoring for achieving an 8 bands need to have gerunds, need to have passives, need to have conditionals, need to have cleft structures and amalgamation of all these grammar contexts, yes, concepts, then definitely we are aiming at a higher band score. Now, to achieve that, we really need to go deep into grammar. That's number one. Two, correct structure. And three, brainstorming the ideas. So when you are given a question, I'm going to be taking a question today, and I hope you are sitting with your notepad and making notes. That's the traditional way of learning. Yes. Right. So first of all, I would like to receive a hi from you all. Yes, in the chat box, who all are here? Let me know your names. Where are you from? I am Deeksha Kapoor as my introduction. I've been into this industry for more than a decade now, and I have worked with prestige organizations such as British Council. Leap Scholar has been my previous employer, and now I am an entrepreneur. Now I'm a freelance. I want to help you through these live classes as much as you can learn, as much as training that you can take. Um, so I would like you to ask any questions if you may have, but those questions must only relate to the writing. So how many types of writing are there? We covered this, in the last live class, which was last Thursday, and we did that there are 4 types. And what are those 4 types? We covered this as well, that it's opinion essay, discussion essay, advantage and disadvantage essay. And then there is the 4th type is problem and solution essay. These are the four major types of essays. Now, what is the correct way to address those structures? I'm going to be looking at this. But before I do that, I want to take you to the next slide and I would like you to understand how this is distributed and how you are marked. I would like you to take a good look here. Um, these are the four parameters: task achievement, coherence, lexical resource, and grammatical range. So, task achievement or task response includes you to be talking in and writing in detail. If you see here, it says the response covers all requirements of task appropriately, relevantly, and sufficiently. Key features are skillfully selected, but if you remember, task achievement, as I covered in my last session also, is for task 1. I will repeat myself. Task achievement is to understand the band scoring for task 1. However, for task 2, we have something called task response because we need to respond. We need to respond to a question. Questions like, what's your opinion? Questions like, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Questions like, what are the problems it can lead to? And could you offer any solutions? Yes. So we have to respond to those questions. Now, when we want to respond to those questions, if you want to go deep into this scoring for task 2 as well, then there it says that you need to be logical in your ideas and your ideas need to be elaborative. And it also says that you need to support your ideas. So your ideas need to be supported by more ideas. That means there needs to be connection and your idea needs to be supported. Right? If this much is clear, I'm sorry, I think there was an issue with my internet and I thought I lost you, right? Okay. So, is this clear? Your ideas need to be logical. Your ideas need to be supportive. You got to be supporting your ideas. So let's take a look at the question. Let's take a look at the question. And then we are going to be brainstorming on the ideas. We will brainstorm ideas on a particular question. Let's see how do we attempt that. Then the next important skill, the next important is to coherence and cohesion. Cohesion is used in such a way that is very rarely attracts attention. It's a very important point. It says it rarely attracts attention. Rarely attracts attention means your writing way is very, very smooth. It is not breaking. It does not attract any attention. Malab, the reader tends to read in a flow and it is not attracting any attention. Attention means, oh God, there's a danger. Or it's like a red flag that you have used the wrong connector, right? Okay. So additionally, whereas, while, however, you've used those incorrectly. So that is what attracts attention. Now let's do one thing. Let's move to one question and let's try to brainstorm on that question. Let's take the second let's take the second question here. It says financial education should be included as mandatory subject in schools to prepare students for managing money effectively. Great. Financial education should be included as mandatory subject in schools to prepare students effectively, to manage. So ये statement है हमारा. This is just a statement. It's a background statement. We call it background statement. Now the question which we need to respond to, the first parameter is task response. So we need to respond to this task to what extent you agree or disagree. Now, when they're asking me to what extent I disagree, means I need to take a side. I need to take a side, right? As in, I completely agree, I completely disagree, or I partially agree. So here are three ways to respond to this. One, I completely, because it's asking me to what extent, how much. So I can say I completely agree. I can say I completely disagree. And there is another way to answer this question because it's asking me to what extent, how much do you agree? So you as a test taker can choose I partially agree. Now, partially agree allows you to write both sides. Positive also, the positive side of managing money and the negative side of managing money, right? So here I am going to, so you are going to pick a side where you have, depending on the ideas that you have. If you think you have more ideas for agree, then please pick I completely agree. If you have more ideas for disagree, that no, money should not be the subject to be taught at school, then go for completely disagree. If you have partially agree, right, that means yes, it is good to teach them financial education at school, and it's negative also. So black and white, both we are going to pick. For now, I'm going to see what kind of ideas I have, and accordingly, I will pick a side. How to brainstorm ideas. So here it's a very important point, how to brainstorm ideas, and that is why we are here today. If you think that you do not have a lot of ideas, then I would recommend you to read the last 50 questions which have come in the IELTS exam. Yeah. Let's say last 50 questions in last 1 month or last 3 months. Go through that list of questions, read those questions and try to brainstorm, try to read articles. So the best way to brainstorm is by reading. So I would recommend, or I would highly recommend you all to read articles related to the topic. Because if you read an essay, your mind will give you restricted ideas. But if you read an article, it will give you lot of content. It will give you lot of details, right? So that will help you form supportive ideas, extend your ideas. All right. Okay. Read articles based on this topic. Whether students should be taught financial education at school or not. When you read an article, you will definitely come across a lot of ideas. Right? Okay. Financial education should be taught in schools, yes, because it will help them know their budget. It will help them know how much money they have, how to manage money, how to handle money. Yes. This will teach them money management. Financial education means money management, investment. So here we will talk about money management, investment, budgeting. Yeah. Yeah. Budgeting, having your own budget, monthly budget. Okay. It will teach you all of those things. And that is why money, financial education is important. The importance of money. Yes. And what is one negative aspect about it? Think about it. If you think you are not having ideas and this is your exam, you're sitting in an exam, but you do not have ideas, then I would recommend you to read an article. And let me show you how article reading helps. Let me show you. So I'll take you to my browser and I'll show you how important it is to read an article and how that helps. Look here. So I am not reading an essay, because if you read an essay, it will give you restricted ideas. And what happens is you try to copy the same thing. You try writing the same words. You try and write the same sentences. And what happens is plagiarism. You are charged with plagiarism. You are given a low band score because there's a plague which can be easily identified. If you write naturally, then that too is identified by the trainer and you start scoring better. So now I'm here and it talks about importance of money management education in schools and the benefits. Now here it says it's a crucial life to learn regardless of career path, right? So we are not just getting sentences, but we are getting ideas, because you need one idea and you need two more ideas to support your main idea. Now, in order to support that, you need to have lot of ideas. You need to have lot of content. So we are getting the content from here. Let's mark our idea. This is the most logical way to brainstorm ideas. Right before your exam, 5 days, you explore the topics that have recently come and you think that you don't have ideas, then read an article on that, not an essay, an article. Significant important financial well-being in the future. So, of course, that will have a connection in the future. Unfortunately, personal finance is not required subject in most, but it's important for schools to incorporate financial literacy. We are also getting very good vocabulary here. Financial literacy, financial education, money management, personal finance in their curriculums. All right. So let's move on and let's understand what else is written here. And then we will also sort our ideas and we are good to go with the IELTS essay. We are good to go with what points I am going to write in my body para 1 and what points I am going to write in my body paragraph 2. So money management education helps students understand value of money. So this is my first point. Yes, but you are going to write it in your own words. Yes, help students understand the value of money. So of course, when students are taught financial education at school, they learn the value. They learn how to value money. How? Now, value of money, we will explain in the next sentence. Students who learn budgeting, saving, investing at a young age are likely to make sound decisions in the future. This knowledge can help them avoid falling into debt or overspending. Now, I'll go back to my essay. My first point is ready. Okay. Now that I told you that I am going to write one positive point, which I already got, value of money, and my second point is going to be negative because I partially agree. Hai na? So here I have, unfortunately, there are many challenges to incorporating. I got another point here as well, money management in school. One challenge is lack of resources. So schools can't do that because there is lack of resources. Money management education requires specialized teachers and materials. So school do not have the kind of funding or resources to provide that kind of subject. And another challenge is lack of standardization. So I think we can keep lack of resources as our next point for body paragraph 2. Now I got my 2 points. I got very good vocabulary. I am good to go and go back to my IELTS answer, because today's session was about how to brainstorm, and I have given you the right steps to brainstorm. Now, these are your 4 paragraphs. For body paragraph 1 and for body paragraph 2, you need ideas. You need main idea, and then you need supporting ideas plus one example. And you can write an essay for about 270 words, 270 to 280 words. Yes, because our first point is ready. Here, my main idea, because the question was to what extent you agree or disagree. I am saying I partially agree, guys. Yes? All right. Are there any questions? Let me know in the chat box. Partially agree means one idea positive along with one idea negative. We have got both our ideas, one positive, one negative. So my body paragraph 1 will talk about one idea. What is that idea? Do you remember? We read it in that article. You remember what is that? Value of money. So yes, I agree that if we start teaching money management at schools at a very young age, students start to value money. They know how to spend money, how and where. Now I'm writing in my own words, so this is not a plagiarism. How and where. I'm just making notes here. These are not complete sentences. I'm just making notes right now. How and where to spend money. Then money literacy was my vocabulary word that I learned, right? So I will talk about the value of money, investing, saving, and avoiding overspending. Correct? I'll make the note again. Value of money, because they will learn to invest, save, and avoiding overspending at a very young age. Got it? My second paragraph will be a negative idea, not in the favor. Why? What was the point? Does anybody remember what was the point? Does anybody remember what was the second point? Because I'm saying I partially agree. So what was the second point? Lack of resources. Schools are not equipped. I have to explain that. What do I mean by lack of resources? Schools are not equipped with a lot of resources to handle a subject like money, right? So therefore, I don't agree that it should be taught at the level of school. If the schools are well equipped, then it's a great idea. If not, then it's not so good idea. Now that having done this, we're almost ready with our essay. I would now like to ask you all if you are interested to take proper batches with me. I'm Deeksha Kapoor Khanna. You can go ahead and check my LinkedIn profile. I have been into this industry for over 10 years. I've also worked with and working with an aviation sector, an aviation company. I have been training community, doing the training for the communication coach for an aviation sector. I was a senior trainer with Leap Scholar. I have taken the training from British Council at the very start of my career, and was happy to have worked at a summer school for 2 months in one of the years, I think after 2014, which has given my career a lot of edge, and it has given my career a lot of push. And I'm here today. I've helped about easily 3,000 to 4,000 students to secure 8 bands with my training, with my um, assistance. I also check their work in terms of writing. So if you take a batch with me, I am sure in 1 month, which is 4 weeks, you are ready to take the plunge and take the test. Rigorous speaking will be covered in the sessions. That's a part of the classes, along with grammar, needless to say. Yeah, that's about me. I have done French and personality development as well. You can book a demo session with me after filling the form, which is there in the description. To enroll for a demo, you first have to fill a form. Let me know a little bit about you in the form. Kindly fill that form for me. I'll go through that form individually and we'll get in touch with you all, right? The form is there. It's a Google form, which is there in the description. So please click on it, fill that form, and get in touch with me. Yes, right? These are the features of the batches that I and VAC, which is run by Chakit Sharma, and he is and has been helping you with your visa, study visa. So the features of the batches are you would be getting 20 hours of live classes. You will be getting a weekly mock test. Ideally, you should be doing mock test every day. There will be more than 3 speaking evaluations. There will be writing evaluations. There will be study material. There will be doubt solving session. Daily grammar class, of course, when you come to the session and you participate in the speaking. And when you participate in the speaking, you come across grammar issues. So, of course, those issues are addressed and we will be doing detailed grammar. And then all the sessions are recorded because all our online classes take place on Zoom, right? If you want, you can get a certificate of completion. That's absolutely optional. However, certificate of completion is not really important to be logical. All you need to do is take a nice training and sit for the exam. Yes, you need to be booking your test. During the training, it is suggested that you book your IELTS test. You book your exam. Let me know when is your exam. And this course is only for 9,999. That is just 10,000 for a training, for such an authentic training. It is going to be a group batch. A group will not be more than 7 to 10 students. Yes, all right. If there are any questions, you can fill the form. And once I get in touch with you through that form, because you will be providing me with your mobile number, let me know you're sitting for a general test or an academic test. If you are sitting for an academic test, when are you planning your immigration and where are you planning your immigration? You can answer these questions in the form, which is given here. In the description box, there is a form, Google form. And if you're looking for academic training, then you're looking for admission. So when are you looking for admission? This year or next year? If you are looking for admission this year, so the spring is open. I think Chakit will help you better understand that when is the deadline and all of that. So you need to take the test and shortlist your college, submit your application. If you're looking for September intake, in that case also, I will say take the test. You need to prepare for the test. I have heard from students, and I'm teaching a student right now from Jaipur. She did not take the training went directly for the test and did not get a desired score. She got a 5.5 in writing with 666 in other modules. So I mean, it was a useless attempt. But I would say that no attempt is useless because that taught her a lesson. She said, I should have taken a training. And now she's taking 2 weeks course with me, not 4 weeks, 2 weeks, because she has some understanding of the exam since she has taken. So her grammar was pathetic. I'm working towards her grammar. Yes, because she comes from a Hindi medium school from Jaipur, right? So the grammar is taken care of, the writing is taken care of. Every day we are doing corrections. I'm doing corrections for her. That is the kind of training you receive. A lot of institutes make big promises, but you end up not getting proper results. I and Chakit at VAC, we are going to do an amazing job and we're going to help you too much. Yes, for this. So let me know if you have any questions. Please fill the form. And I take your leave today. I think I've been helpful in helping you understand how to brainstorm ideas for your IELTS essay. You must go very, very, very well prepared. You should not go in the blind. You should go well prepared. And this preparation only happens when you are with a trainer. Yes, all right. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye bye. Take care. And please fill the Google form. And I and the team of VAC shall get in touch with you as soon as we receive your form. So please fill it by tonight so that tomorrow we can have a proper talk and I can understand your needs and you can understand how I am going to help you in your journey for IELTS at just 9,999. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Take care. Good night and have a wonderful evening.